Discover solutions to issues that affect your family and professional life with practical information to help you get past life's adversities. Take a proactive approach to power up your life with Rosalie's expert resources.
Florida's hot summer weather can zap your energy and leave you uncomfortable and feeling fatigued. To ensure women get up and active all year long, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services Office on Women's Health helps us to empower women of all ages to live healthier lives by staying active and opting for nutritious meals. Joining us this morning is Dr. Roshina Raj with some simple tips for women to improve their physical and mental well-being. Good morning, Dr. Raj.
Good morning.
So, Dr. Raj, what health education resources are available to women to empower themselves to get healthy?
Well, I think the first place to start really is with their doctors, their primary care physicians, because, being in good health is really a partnership with your doctor, making sure you get the appropriate checkups and screening tests, but also making sure you have, a good exercise regimen and a healthy diet, and your doctor can help you with all of these.
First, we need to understand that to stay healthy, physically and mentally, we need to exercise, right?
Absolutely. Exercise is key to maintaining good health. We're learning so much about the benefits of exercise, not only for preventing heart disease, but even things like cancer or dementia. So you really want to get into a daily exercise regimen. And often for women, especially if they're not used to it, they might experience some, minor aches or pains, but there are some remedies for that. One that I love is an over-the-counter topical solution called Apercream. There's no embarrassing odor, which is really important for women, and it has been clinically proven to relieve minor joint pain and muscle pain, even arthritis.
Developing healthy eating habits is essential to maintaining good health.
Well, absolutely. Nutrition is so vital for women's health, and a recent study showed that 1 out of 3 American adults do not fulfill their nutritional needs. So you really want to fill in those nutritional gaps, and healthy snacks are a great way to do that because women are so busy. We're taking care of so many things. We don't often have time to prepare a nutritional meal, but there are on-the-go options. So one beverage that I like is the new Ensure Clear. It has 3 times the protein of juice. Protein is so important for women. 21 vitamins and minerals, 0 fat, which is also very important for women.
I try to grab fresh veggies for a snack or when I'm on the road, so I eat healthy.
Yes, vegetables are an excellent way to get a healthy snack, or you could try some fruits or dried fruits like California raisins mixed with maybe some nuts or trail mix. Raisins are great because they're naturally sweet, so they'll satisfy your sweet tooth, but there's no sugar added. They have antioxidants, fiber, and actually a recent study showed that eating raisins 3 times a day may actually help control blood pressure. So they really pack a punch when it comes to nutrition, and they also taste great.
Dr. Raj, where can we find more health tips?
Absolutely. You can go to newstoknow.com, that's the number 2, and you'll learn a lot more about women's health.
Thanks for all your great tips for keeping us physically and mentally in shape.
Thank you.
Environmental issues, community issues, disability issues, government issues, targeting the issues. Disability mentoring, teen reckless driving, hurricane security. Come join me on these issues and more on the Rosalie Archer Show, Thursday, 6:30 a.m. on ION TV. A new survey reveals another health issue that affects millions of women's lifestyle and erodes their self-confidence, and no one is talking about it. The survey revealed that time of the month doesn't allow women with heavy periods to lead a normal, active life and diminishes confidence at work and socially, leaving her feeling embarrassed. Dr. Diana Ramos is here to offer resources to help us find relief.
Well, we actually conducted a survey of over 1,200 women, and we found that half of these women are not talking to their doctors about a condition that affects 1 in 5 women. And women feel embarrassed, and this is what we found in our findings, to even talk about heavy periods. And as you mentioned, it really does impact your lifestyle. Living in Florida, you really know that the temperature really dictates the clothes that you're going to be wearing. So it's an important problem to start talking to your healthcare provider to seek treatment.
How can women who suffer from this prepare ahead of time to help ease their cycle symptoms?
Some of the things women can actually do to prepare ahead of time is to have a conversation with their healthcare provider as to what the specific cause is for their heavy periods. And once the appropriate workup is done, they can be prescribed or even given over-the-counter medication to help alleviate some of the symptoms. But most importantly is not to be embarrassed and to have that conversation.
What are the reasons some women have heavier periods than others?
Well, it really depends upon the woman, but some of the reasons may be heavy bleeding due to fibroids, bleeding due to just dysfunctional uterine bleeding, that's the term. But again, it's important to talk to the healthcare provider to see what the cause is for those specific causes for each woman.
How do you encourage women to talk about uncomfortable personal health issues with their doctor?
You mentioned it, it's uncomfortable, but it's very important to, one, prepare for that appointment. So write down your questions that you are going to be addressing with the doctor so that you don't forget what the important issues are that you want to bring up. Ask what the treatments are and if the treatments are appropriate for you. And most importantly, just don't be embarrassed to ask, because we've unfortunately and fortunately have seen it all. So that's the first step.
What are the latest options for women suffering with heavy periods?
Well, there's over-the-counter medication and there are prescription medications, and I would encourage women to go to myheavymonthlyperiods.com, which is a website that gives some information on treatments, and that's myheavymonthlyperiods.com, and they can get, again, treatment information. But more importantly, it's important to speak to their healthcare provider, because really there's a wide variety of causes, and with that, there are a wide variety of treatments.
When we return, learn why comfort can be stylish.
Mom, can we get some ice cream?
Please, Mom, please.
No, we're having dinner soon.
Please.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of children in foster care who will take you just as you are.
Lead paint poisoning affects 1 million children today. If you're pregnant or have young children and your home was built before 1978, you could be at risk. Learn how to protect your family. To find your home's danger zones, the health effects, or just to find help, log on to leadfreekids.org.
When it rains, all my friends go away.
God doesn't like me anymore.
Santa won't know where to find me. You can drown in your bed if you fall asleep.
Oh, sweetheart. Can I give you a hand?
No thanks, Dad. I got it.
Okay. I'm gonna go fix the lamp in your room.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of children in foster care who will take you just as you are.
Did you know the very things we do to boost our confidence can become uncomfortable as the day progresses? A new survey revealed contact lenses, shoes, and traditional work clothes for women who put them on in the morning are the first things they want to take off at the end of the day to ensure a comfortable evening. Jeannie Mai, style expert, and Dr. Rhonda Robinson, nationally recognized optometrist, joins us this morning with tips to stay cool, comfortable, yet stylish in Florida's hot summer weather. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning, Rose.
Good morning, Rose. Thanks for having us.
Tell us about this recent survey and what it revealed about women and comfort and confidence.
Sure. Well, first of all, this survey was kind of a surprise and not really. There were three very top things that women mostly complained about needing to take off at the very end of the day in order to get comfortable. The two things I hear about all the time, which are heels, high heels, and then traditional work clothes. Everybody wants to shuffle out of their clothes at the end of the day. The third thing were actually contact lens. So the first couple things, I mean, this is something I hear all the time. Heels, I can definitely relate to those women out there. And one thing that I do to help my heels out that immediately rid the problem is to actually take your foot pads that you can buy at any CVS or any type of drugstore, and instead of placing them inside the sole of your shoe, placing them on the outside of the very platform part of the shoe, creating a platform, or putting it on the outside of the ball of your foot where it would lay. And that actually creates a little platform and also allows your shoe to have almost like a little bit of an air between the pavement, the floor, wherever you walk, and your shoe, and it helps prolong the duration that you actually can wear your shoes. The traditional work clothes, we all know that wearing work clothes can be pretty, fuddy-duddy, but if you actually pick colors that are going to brighten, your look, it actually feels a lot more comfortable to wear instead of stodgy black, grays, and browns. And go for breathable fabrics. I love linens, lightweight tweeds, and even breathable cottons will make them feel less stiff and form-fitting. Now, for contact lens, I myself have to wear them all the time, especially doing TV presentations and reading teleprompters. And we have an amazing solution, actually, pardon the pun.
Right. The BioTrue multi-purpose solution from Bosch Laumb. The pH of the solution matches your own eyes, so no stinging upon insertion. Secondly, the lubricant that's found in the solution is naturally found in your body. And that lubricant helps keep your lenses moist up to 20 hours, studies have shown. So not only all-day comfort, but that end-of-day comfort that the survey talked about is a slam dunk. That's why there's the BioTrue Challenge.
Yep. And Rose, your viewers are gonna love this, okay? Do they love a free vacay? I know you guys live in kind of a vacation getaway already, but if we can take you somewhere else, here's a little offer for you. If you get your fans to actually go to biotruechallenge.com, not only will they get an invitation to try the BioTrue solution, very easy, try it, share their experience, they will get the opportunity to get a chance of winning a $10,000 dream vacation getaway.
Thanks, ladies, for opening our eyes so that we can all have a comfortable summer.
Thank you, Rose.
Staying cool and comfortable can be a challenge if you're pregnant. Learn more when we return. Florida's Healthy Start provides risk screening of all pregnant women and newborn infants to identify those at risk of poor birth, health, and developmental outcomes. Healthy Start offers targeted support services to pregnant women, infants, and children up to 3 years of age. The first month of pregnancy and first year of caring for a baby can be incredibly challenging. Joining us this morning to address these challenges is nationally recognized nutritionist Victoria Schanta Retelny, mother of two, author, and owner of Living Well Communications. Good morning, Victoria.
Good morning, Rosalie.
What is the most important issue women who are pregnant must address to have a healthy baby?
Well, what women have to think about is their overall nutrition, before, during, and after pregnancy. You want to think about getting all of your food groups in. Variety and balance really are key. So getting in those fruits and vegetables, getting whole grains, getting proper nutrition, and even proper physical activity really does play a role in the overall health of the mom prior to pregnancy, during pregnancy, and after pregnancy. So it's really important.
Are there specific vitamins or supplements women should plan to take prior to getting pregnant or just early in their pregnancy?
You know what? This is actually before she becomes pregnant. You know, women should think about prior to pregnancy, during and even after, taking a prenatal supplement. And not all supplements are the same, Rosalie. You have to check your labels, make sure that you're informed of what's in your supplement. Some are missing vital key nutrients. The one that I recommend is One A Day Women's Prenatal, because it does contain the 4 key nutrients: calcium, iron, folic acid, plus it has the omega-3 fat DHA, which is really important for the brain and eye development of the baby.
Knowing what to eat and not to eat while you're pregnant can be confusing. So how can mothers keep all this information straight?
Absolutely. You know, Rosalie, there's so much information out there that you want to think about getting a variety of foods and balance, and think about whole foods first versus processed foods. Really do take that into consideration. But also think about when you're pregnant, you want to steer clear of, you know, raw foods or unpasteurized foods, because that can pose a risk to your baby. So think about getting those hard cheeses versus the soft cheeses, and think about heating up lunch meat versus eating it when it's in the cold state. Also, think about the types of fish you're taking in. You do want to eat fish during pregnancy, but those higher mercury fishes like shark, tilefish, swordfish, king mackerel, steer clear of those, because those are higher in mercury. So pregnant women should not be eating those, or breastfeeding women, because that can transfer into your breast milk. So think about those kind of things, but variety, balance, moderation, and making sure you're eating frequently can stave off that nausea that often comes with pregnancy.
So what's your opinion on breastfeeding versus formula?
Oh, well, I breastfed my 2 children, and I think it really is the #1 natural source of food to give your child. Not only is it good for the baby, because it passes along vital, you know, nutrients and antibodies, which can boost their immune system for life. The first 6 weeks are really vital to breastfeed your baby. The other thing is that it's great for the mom. It helps take off some of those excess pounds that you gained during pregnancy, kind of contracts that, you know, uterus back into shape and gets you back into shape. So it really is important to breastfeed. It's not only natural, but it is free. I mean, women can do this. So if you are able to breastfeed, I do recommend doing so.
What tools can help moms have some privacy while feeding their babies in public?
Absolutely, yes. Women can pump in private and feed their babies, you know, bottle feed their babies in public. There's so many ways you can do this. And also they do sell many, you know, types of coverings that you can breastfeed and not feel like you're exposing yourself too much in the public eye. So it's important to think about the tools that are out there, and there are many for women that want to breastfeed.
So what baby products do all moms need?
Well, prior to having your baby, you want to think about the first year of life. A baby is so curious, their vision is coming into line. Think about colorful toys, things that move, things that have some motion, because a baby will follow that motion. It's really important to think about that. Also, have plenty of onesies on hand. I can't tell you how many of these I went through with my 2 children. Onesies, comfortable pajamas, also diapers. Really important to have diapers on hand, because that's something you're busy, you're a new mom. Think about having these things stacked up in your house, and you won't have to be running back and forth to the store.
So Victoria, where can we get more information?
Well, for more information on prenatal supplements, do go to oneaday.com. Also, for information on health and general nutrition, you can check out my website at livingwellcommunications.com.
Thanks for all your great tips.
Thank you.
My family's counting on me. Do we rebuild? How can we go on? I'm so tired. Is it even worth it? I'm not sure I can be strong. How do I find a job? All the baby pictures, kids' trophies, childcare, everything is gone.
Mommy.
This is one amazing truffula tree. Can you imagine a place where these grow everywhere? Yes, it's called the forest, a magical place to enjoy with your family.
Ooh,
So discover the forest and explore all the wonder that's there. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
Now, come on. All right, I know, 2 seconds. Hang on, just stand still. Stand still, love. 1 second, I know. Just I know. Okay, go, go, go. No. Boys, hang on, boys.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of children in foster care who will take you just as you are.
When some people struggle with their mortgage payments, they become frozen, petrified. Not knowing what to do, they do nothing. But the people who take action are far more likely to get the most positive outcome. Making home affordable is a free government program. Call now to talk one-on-one with a housing expert about the options that are right for you. Real help, real answers, right now.
1 in 10 Floridians has diabetes. Florida ranks the 29th most obese state in the U.S. and number 10 for diabetes. Obesity is the primary cause of type 2 diabetes. But only 5% of people with diabetes are diagnosed with type 1 diabetes, usually as children and young adults. In type 1 diabetes, the body does not produce insulin, the hormone needed to convert sugar, starches, and other foods into energy needed for our daily life. Steve Reichert has a unique slant on managing life with type 1 diabetes, taking his challenge to another height while managing type 1 diabetes. Steve is here to introduce Project 365. Good morning, Steve.
Good morning, Rosalie.
So tell us about Project 365 Challenge.
Project 365 is a 1-year-long climbing challenge where I'm climbing every single day consecutively, as well as managing my diabetes, in order to raise awareness and also empower other folks who are living with this condition, and just basically share the message that having a challenging diagnosis like diabetes is not something that has to prevent you from carrying on doing the things that are important to you and that motivate you. And that, good management, checking your blood sugar and being aware of where you are, that's something that, allows you to take on larger challenges. I'm frequently measuring my sugar even when I'm climbing, sometimes in fairly extreme situations and conditions. I use the AccuCheck Nanometer, which, as the name would imply, is small, and it fits really well into my lifestyle, both the active part of my lifestyle and also the fact that it can be very small and it's not very intrusive into what I'm doing, doesn't get in the way.
Staying active and managing diabetes is a real challenge in its own. So how do you manage this while climbing?
Well, it sounds fairly simple, but the most important thing is just comes back to good management, having that positive attitude, knowing that, number one, that you're not always going to be perfect in your management, but being aware of your sugar, where it's at, your blood sugar levels, monitoring, checking your sugar, using the right tools to do that so that you can focus on the challenges at hand, basically minimizing the role that diabetes is playing in your life and really being free to focus on things like climbing in my case, or for other folks it may not be climbing. It may be something that is, completely different. It may not even be an athletic challenge at all.
Do you have any words of encouragement for our Florida viewers living with diabetes?
Well, I have my dietary requirements are fairly unique based on the fact that I'm climbing a lot and I'm out in the wild. I discuss my diet in pretty great detail, and I also have some video segments that are going to be coming up that on my blog that you can see by visiting stevesmountain.com, and to get a little bit more complete picture of that. Because stevesmountain.com links to the blog as well as videos and more information about how I manage my diet, my life on a day-to-day basis. And in terms of just encouragement, you know, it all comes down to keeping a positive attitude and understanding that management is the key, and that it's a process that you have to work through, knowing where your blood sugar is, keeping that attitude positive, using the right tools. And that's something that I've been trying to get across in a lot of my videos. And actually the video that we have on stevesmountain.com is one that by watching it, your viewers can actually help support Project 365, because for every person who watches the video on stevesmountain.com and likes it, Roche, the makers of Accu-Check, are actually going to be donating $1 for every like that we get on that video.
Where can we get more information?
Check out stevesmountain.com. That will give everybody a chance to connect. But we also have opportunities there for folks to share their stories and connect with us on Facebook as well as Twitter, and really be an interactive part of the project for folks with type 1 and type 2 diabetes, because it's really awareness for diabetes as a whole, and it's something with messages that can be applied individually.
Thanks, Steve.
Thank you very much.
Empowering women through resourceful information will keep us active and live longer, productive lives. Consulting with our healthcare providers to identify our health issues will increase our energy level and decrease our stress. Feeling comfortable will increase our confidence at work or out in our social life. And remember, nutrition and exercise is a vital element to manage our physical and mental health. Share your life managing experiences with us on Facebook or RosalieArcherShow.com. See you next week. Will the solutions to this show's issues help you or a loved one? Find shows like this and others on our website at RosalieArcherShow.com.